Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Transit. Now, I didn't know a whole lot about this film going in, and I remember going up to the theater and them having the poster outside and seeing the tagline of this. It's like, Casablanca, written by Kafka, and I'm like, what? And this film is such an interesting film. Christian Petzold, who wrote and directed this film, really creates a lot of tension, intrigue, and keeps you on the edge of your seat with this story. And it is actually in the same basic idea of Casablanca about trying to get away from, like, here's a tricky thing. So I didn't really look into this, but this film felt very modern at moments, and yet really felt like a setup at the end of World War II kind of thing, and trying to escape the Nazis out of France and everything. So, but it didn't take me out of the movie. It felt interesting and intriguing that it was set up this way, but I was sitting there in the film like, when is this supposed to take place? But like, it has the same idea of trying to escape, and the idea of Casablanca really deals with that. Except this really isn't a romantic film, and there's some dark turns in this film. This really does keep you on the edge of your seat. This story is fantastic, and there's a lot of shifts and turns and dark twists to this film that I really didn't see coming and are unexpected and really pack a powerful punch and leave you in this strange tone for this film. But the tone really works. It's powerful, in which, like, a good romance, like Casablanca, it is a tragic romance, but you feel the energy and the passion. Here you feel some form of energy and intensity, and you don't really get those, like, really super romantic moments, but you feel very strong connections between people and what are drawing people to each other. And our main character, who is played by Franz Gawkowski, who does a fantastic job and basically is European Joaquin Phoenix. And honestly, if they remade this film, I wouldn't be surprised if Joaquin Phoenix got cast in this film. He is fantastic. He really carries this film, and he shows a great vulnerability and brings a lot to this character because he's a conflicted man. You know he's trying to survive. He has a drive for his own sake. But over the course of this film, he grows and really broadens these connections with others, including a young boy. That connection is very endearing, and I love that relationship. And also with a woman played by Paula Beer, who is very intriguing. She is a mysterious, kind of like femme fatale, I guess, in this film. And you don't really know what her motivations are. You don't know really what to expect from what she's going to do. And that's one of the biggest things that really drew me into this film, is how intriguing this is and how unsure you are of exactly what's going to happen, and how it all plays out, and artistically how the story comes to its own conclusion. I really loved. The one thing that stuck out in this film that I wasn't a huge fan of is there's some really obnoxious beating you over the head voiceover exposition that it's like he stared at her and then he ran away as it's literally on the screen, and I'm like, why the hell is this voiceover going on in this film? And then there's a shift in the story where you start to realize who's doing the voiceover, and honestly it leaves an interesting layer to the story, but I felt like they could have cut at least some of the obnoxious exposition out of the voiceover, because it really did take me out of the movie quite a few times, and I'm just like, I have eyes, this is a film, it's like, I don't need you to be spelling out like actions going on the screen right in front of me in voiceover. There's a lot of things that you could really do with voiceover, and it wasn't even like this film was trying to add texture with the voiceover, or maybe some style or personality. No, it's just like regular guy just like trying to tell the story as we're watching it in front of us. And that took me out of the film. And honestly, if they cut that out, this probably would have been really close to the top of my favorite films of the year. It's just those things just really bothered me. But honestly, I love this film. Transit is a great film. It's well shot, it's well written, It's a tense and intriguing kind of film that's really going to draw you in. And I highly recommend this to anybody, honestly. Obviously not, this isn't like kid-friendly kind of film. There's some violence, there's some death and stuff like that, but this is a great film. And if you get a chance to go see this, let me know what you think, and let's talk movies. And I hope these thoughts have sold you on this film, because I really do hope more people go see this. It came out in one of the indie theaters around me, and now is expanding to some of the other ones, so it really seems to be expanding in those areas. And thank you for listening in, and thank you as always for supporting your Wasteland reviewer.